And now we are ready for you, Lakota. Lakota is certainly one of our great peacekeepers and protectors of this Mother Earth and the people in it, and all that are in the hoop and the mending of the hoop. And many of us know her. I don't know if there's anyone here that doesn't know her, but her spirit will speak, and then you will know something of the hem of her garment. So, Lakota, we invite you with our hearts open to hear what you have to share today. Come on up.
Absolutely love it. It says the truth. And truth cannot be divided. It can never be divided. Because once you divide truth, you stand in a lie. You stand with no power. And we are on our Earth Mother here, all of us together. It is our job, it is our destiny to mend the hoop. This continent, America, had that symbol here, that beautiful symbol of the circle and the cross of life, which represents the Tate Oyedopa, the four directional keepers. The same as you would call your four archangels. We call them the directional keepers of the four sacred winds. Red, the yellow, the black, the white. These are all of the races of humankind that here on this continent, in America, one of the very few places that have that joining, that happen. I'm not saying the past was not a rough past. It was a turmoil for everybody. We were at war with other tribes. We kidnapped them, they kidnapped us. They took our children, we took their children. It was crazy. And here we are today with this mass way to communicate with that phone with the forbidden fruit symbol. I want you to think about that. The apple has the bite out of it, don't it? A bite of your soul, a bite of your mind, a bite of your time, and it bings, bings, bings you just like we're trained dogs. Have you feel that? Think about what we've done to our children with this in this country right now. Think what their all heads are bent down. They do not socialize. They do not know how to play anymore. They don't dress up. They don't have little boys playing to be girls, little girls playing to be boys. No, they're looking at that phone 24/7, then in the big computer when they get that, and they're gone from you. I witnessed it with my grandchildren. I witnessed this insanity of giving minors away from family. It's not a babysitter, it's indoctrination. It's taken them away from the dream on this continent of all of us here together. And it's beginning to teach them to be separated. First, they no longer want to come and eat at the table because they got that phone they want to look at while they eat. They don't even taste the food that you cooked for them. Or you bought from them already made with all the poisons of the big conglomerations of, oh my God, where did this food come from? How did that change? We're heading right now, this country, this continent, this beautiful place of our turtle island, Kauai, into a place of imminent chaos. And we have to stand up for our belief systems. People are ashamed to be Christians. You want to talk about Antichrist? There it is. It's not one figure. Not at all. It's a belief system that we're not good because we believe in a man that walked peace on this planet, that served Creator with his open heart and his love, and everybody he met, no judgment, no shame, no blame. He helped them. He loved them. He didn't ask for anything back. He fed them from nothing. From nothing, not enough loaves, but he made it there, didn't he? took a beautiful place where a woman was publicly scorned every day for being a woman, and had to get the water at noontime, the hottest of the day. She couldn't even bring cool water to her family. And he sent his disciples away so there would be no gossip between him and her, because you know how that happens. Once one starts that little tale, it keeps going and wagging on and on. And he drank from that cup with her. Sacrilege! Oh my gosh! Such a crime. So where are we right now? In this continent, Turtle Island, to mend a hoop. We have to embrace each and every faith, and we have. But we cannot bury ours. I, as a Native American, as they try to call us now, I grew up being called an Indian, without the dot. That's what I was told. That's fine. I know who I am. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to label me. I know what I am. Again, I don't have to be labeled or told. I'm born to know who I am, and each and every one of you are too. And your lineage in this continent has now been buried with my people. We are making the very dirt that we grow our food upon to feed each and every one of us and to share. You have these preppers. Oh my goodness, I've been buying the magazines to see what they're thinking about. Oh yeah, it's the end of the world. It is not. Why would Creator take away our school when we have the best class in the world to learn with? I ask you that. Why would that happen? Why? That's not going to happen at all. Quit living in fear, running around thinking you can hoard enough for yourself to make it through. You can't. You have to have community. You have to share. Share the resources. Build together. Whatever happens, we build together again. Together. All of us. Each and every gift of all the different races that have come to this continent, Turtle Island. You are a remnant of them and a gift. A song singing forward, and a beautiful song at that. I don't see the great so-called racial divide, and I'm not going to program that. I'm going to embrace each and every human soul I meet and the gift that you are and what you have to offer. How awesome it is. I can go down the road and have a food from the Taiwanese or the Czechoslovakians or anywhere, and their cultures here now, sharing with us all what they have. Food. Feed us all the differences of our lineages. What a gift that is. To make challah. I learned how to do that and braid bread. That was awesome. I learned to make spaghetti. I learned to say it right this time. And I learned to do my fry bread and teach others how to do that. I teach them how to grow the food and eat the wild foods. I share. We're here to share. We're here together. Ishka. I am here, you are here, and we are here together. There is no separation. And if you believe in that, you stand alone. You stand alone, and you will not survive. You will not survive. Our people had a way, a form of punishment when someone would choose to try to divide the tribe. They would send that person off alone. If they made it and survived that year and came back, they were much wiser. And they knew they needed each other, and they needed the tribe. There was no ego involved then. If you look at ego, like a dyslexic does, backwards, it says, oh gee, I made a mistake, uh-oh. So get out of that ego frame. Get out of the me, and start thinking, flip it upside down like this dyslexic can see it. We. Think about riding down the hill, okay, on a slide in the wintertime. Woo, what fun on that sled. Wee. Wasn't me. Me crashed on the bottom, yeah, maybe, if I didn't steer it right. But it was fun. And that's we. with each other, all of us together. We are the humanity. We are the prophecies. You all are the Buffalo Nation people that was in the prophecy. That prophecy is well over 2,000 years old, long before the dominant culture came, long before you all came here, and your ancestors came here, and your tribes came here. And it said, Te tonkach wamanie, ate heyele, ate heyele, shanupa, that's the pipe, wasichu picha, yani pitele. The Buffalo Nation people are coming. The Buffalo Nation people are coming, and when they come, we will live again. The buffalo will be here. The red-tailed hawk, the eagle, life will return to goodness again. I believe that's this time right now in this quickening. A giant comet has been coming close to our galaxy and has pulled everything into the quickening. And that comet is like a giant sperm of the cosmos, bringing in this quickening, this rebirthing. And you all here have agreed to be here, to be part of the process of Earth Mother's healing and her new song in the quickening. And her new song is not about death and destruction, it's about new life. It's about all of us living in a good way, heart consciousness way, because her heart grows. Earth Mother has a beating heart. A long, 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 long time ago out in the cosmos, she was battered and beaten and got bigger and bigger, and she developed a heartbeat, and her weight pulled her out of there down to our sun. And she had a little shawl, and she danced around the sun with her little feet, just a dancing. Not dancing and a dancing she did. And guess what? She danced away her shawl to become our Milky Way trail. That's what she did. It's a beautiful time of Earth Mother's beginning, when she became conscious of light and herself with creation and our sun, and it birthed life upon this planet. And the comets kept hitting Earth Mother and bringing in water from the sky. Water, ice, crashing in, melting, crashing in, melting. First song to Creator from Earth Mother was her opening up her crusty self. And when she did, she opened up and gave the first gases, which was a song to creation and life. This is our beginnings on Earth Mother herself, our living Earthen Mother. And she's very aware of each and every one of you. You can't hide from her. You live your life on her. She knows you in an intimate way. She'll take care of you along with creation, along with God, and Creator that created it all from Creator's dream, made us human beings in that divine image to co-create. Did you know we are the only beings in the cosmos that can reach around and tap on all of the cosmic creation energy to manifest what we need and what we want? We alone have this gift. The animals don't have it. Even the trees don't have it. They have consciousness, but not like what ours is. We are the most powerful beings. Let's use that power. Let's use that gift to bring in equanimity for all. Let's grow the food so people can be fed, but not the abomination food that we don't know what we're eating or what it does to our bodies. Water, I was told by the ancestors in the future, will be made into a frequency that will take your not good frequency in your body and vibrate it out of its own existence, like cancer, like sickness. Think about that. Water. Instead of the pills that are made out of oil, just water. To drink holy water. Water that's been changed in its frequency for your body to rid your body of a disease. This is going to happen very soon. You'll be finding it out by the news and the science, because I saw it in Realm. It's so beautiful to see people drinking water rather than taking a pill that might have 20 other diseases to give me. You know? I have a friend. He found out that he was a little bit sick for his tremors, and he took the medicine. The side effects of the medicine was diabetes. He's now a diabetic. And now he has eye problems because he didn't know how to take care of himself too well. He's an elderly man. And so now he's had his eyes done too. Just from a medicine he took for one thing, it gave him another thing. In the future, that won't happen for us. Somebody brainier than me will bring in this concept of frequency for clearing out and cleaning out our bodies. We'll rise up to the higher frequency of our souls. 5, 2, 8, our very heart frequency of love. That heals it all. Nothing better than that. If you stand in that frequency, even who is unbalanced in front of you becomes loving. Even who is angry in front of you won't dive the knife into your heart. You can't have fear. You have to hold that frame. You have to hold it. There's a lot of wrong in our world right now, but there's a lot more good. I would choose, by my choice, my personal choice, because this is America. Independence is choice. To feed the light and not the darkness. I would say I see people doing wonderful things for each other. I see people healing each other. I see people loving each other rather than the dogma that you're receiving out there. And you're receiving a lot of it. And dogma backwards says, I'm God. Do you want to believe that? Change your news station. Turn off the darn places that are giving you nothing but lies and distortion of truth that want to guide you over the cliff as a herd of buffalo. A long, 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 long time ago, that's how my people before the horse came along hunted buffalo. We would herd them, make the fires on each side of the herd, get it running. They would run over the cliff, and we had lots of meat to get to our winter, but a lot of meat was rotted and destroyed and not good. Then came the wonderful Shunkawacha, the holy dog, the horse. Changed our world in a blink of an eye. We became the plains people, and we could ride those ponies so fast up beside a running buffalo herd and put that arrow in, just one arrow, right where it needed, and that buffalo would fall and start on to the next and get enough food without wasting. There was no waste then. Our people hated to waste. We still do. So I'm asking all of you here to send your voice for the love of yourself and your faith and your Christianity, and to stand tall and firm. There's a lot of people that will put you down for it, so what? Who cares? Who cares? If they want to stand in that darkness, let them. Say, I love you anyway, but this is how I love. This man taught me this. He taught me this. And I want to walk that way. Maybe you can try it one day when you grow up. That's all I say. And I expect them to grow eventually, because that's what we're all here for. There can't be judgment. There can't be shame. There can't be blame. We just need to get up and get on with it and start looking out for each other and taking care of each other again. Grow your gardens. Those are those victory gardens. Remember about those? Yeah. If you don't have a place to grow a garden, you know those little children pools that sell real cheap at the end of summer? Pick up a couple of those. Make holes in the bottom, throw your dirt in there, and grow a little garden. You could do the three sisters, corn, beans, and squash. All right? The cross that you put in it is your beans. The spiral is your corn. In the center, your squash. Make a mound of it, plant it, and you will have food. A lot of food. You can do that in a patio. You can do that on your patio. Or you get a pallet and drag it upstairs all the way through the elevators. Put your patio there and put your garden leaned up against where it will get sunlight and rain. And you can have your little salad growing there. Grow your own. Eat what you grow so you become strong again. That you know it came from the dirt right where you live. One of the problems today is that, oh, I eat from all the way around the world. We're over here, yeah. But that's not my season. I eat what grows on my mountain. And I stayed pretty darn heavy as a 70-year-old. Pretty strong, except this happened because I fell down the staircase not to step on my cat. And I flipped myself head down about 8 feet into a bookcase. I tucked my body and my shoulder in, my head to protect it so I wouldn't break my neck because I was heading full force in the air and landed. And all I broke was just a shoulder bone and a clavicle and chipped a bone off. That's it. Pretty darn lucky. We had a dance schedule a week later. They might have found it a little bit different had I not tucked in. And that's the truth of it. And I knew it. Upside down with my feet over my head, I wiggled my toes. I said, hot damn, I didn't break my back. Pretty good. Next thing I said, oh, I wonder if my fingers move. It might be higher up. Fingers move. Oh, I can get out of this one. And so there I stretched out and said, oh, my neck and my shoulder hurts real bad. But it's all swollen up and black and blue and really ugly. And I'm thinking, I'll give it a few days before I go to a doctor. I'll think about it first. And so I was running my farm with one arm. And it's all okay. And I believe that that was a good teaching for me to slow down some Lakota. Because when a dance comes on, I've got a million zillion things to do for the people coming up to receive their spirituality and to feed their souls up on that mountain. I live on a mountain without electricity, without running water. I have an outhouse. It's very nice and clean. No poop mountain. I have another idea altogether. I have the little boxes go in and we put, for the horse bedding for stalls. Well, it can absorb humans' amount of waste that we do. And put the cedar on top so no bugs and no insects. And just change those out, bring it to a dirt digging spot. Have that for 1 year, rotate to that year, rotate to this year, 3 spots. So by the time you go back to number 1, it's already dirt and you can put it around all your wild fruit trees and stuff. Not wasted. And it's filled with prayers and ceremony. Because I make ceremony of food for my dancers. I pray on their food, I grow their food, and I feed them wild foods too. That's a new taste to be acquired, I'm told. Kind of on the bitter side. So, but good for you. So good for you, because Earth Mother herself grows that. God grows it for us, free. Learn wild foods if you can. Learn to be basic. Don't stay so complicated that you forget how to think. All you know how to do is just receive a little text thing and that phone, bing, bing, bing. Oh my God. Yeah, you're all laughing because it's true. And my grandkids, they're going to have a dowager hump. I swear it. All their head is bent down. When my grandson came up to the mountain to help me with my shoulder and to lift the 50-pound feed bags, he lifted over 600 feed bags for 600 pounds in the 7 days he was with me to put the feet up. I was so proud of him. I offered him money to come, okay? Because I know how to bait a kid, especially a teenager. Right, we all know that. Anyway, he comes out to mountain. His dad had to drive him the full distance. Usually I meet them halfway, but I couldn't drive because the arm was too swollen. I couldn't even put this arm up on the steering column then. And he arrives. He runs upstairs and grabs his bed place and get everything level. And he has his phone in some little game. And of course, it runs out of juice within a couple hours up there. And he comes on down. And he says, "Are we going to go to Aaron and Donna's to charge this?" I said, "No, sweetheart, we're not. We got some chores to do." So he bucked right up. He got right in there as a 12-year-old on a cusp to become a man. He turns 13 this year. He bucked right up. He helped me as much as he could, like a young man should. like the older boys would done. But today's young people, they're not too good at this anymore because we have not taught them. Parents are too busy. 2 parents working. They can barely get home to cook a meal for them and send them to bed. They're glad when they're on their computers because then they don't have to answer any questions. They can cook everything up, take a deep breath themselves from their jobs and stuff. This is where we are as a society. This is a whole group of children that are lost. Lost in a 2-dimensional world. Think about that. We owe it to them to take those devices from them now and then and give them play space. Talk space, a game that we play, something we do with them, interacting. And I don't care how busy we are, we have to do that. My king, his name is Kingston. At the end of the ordeal, when I had to drive him back, and I was scared to drive with this arm like it is, a little bit, because it's hard to turn. I put his money that I promised him in his little wallet place. I went to get gas at a later station driving, and that money was put back in my purse. That little man said to me, I didn't want to take your money, Mimi, I just wanted to help you. See, we didn't have computer up there. We had time with Mimi. Story time. I was in the process of a dance, so he had to participate in the sweat lodge. He had to participate on painting the buffalo. He had to participate in ceremony. Oh my gosh, does it mean Mimi? Oh, guess what? He grew from it. I don't care how they drag their feet and kicking and screaming. Pull them along. Pull them along. Let them know that you love them enough to get past their fits, to help them grow in their spiritual abundance. And let them know there's hope for the future. Let them know that. You live in the hope. That's our job, everybody. Okay? Now I'm going to sing the Buffalo Nation song to you. This is 2,000 or more year-old song sung about you all, everybody here. Te tonka wamanie, ate heele, ate heele, shanupa, wasichu picha, yani pitele. The Buffalo Nation people are coming. The Buffalo Nation people are coming. When they come, we will live again. The eagle will be here. The red-tailed hawk will be here. The fish will be here. We will live again. We're on this cusp. And the eagle has come back. And the red-tailed hawk has come back. And there's coyotes and foxes in cities. This is quite amazing what's going on in our world right now. So I know you are the red, the yellow, the black, the white, the circle of God's love, the cross of life, with that symbol of Jesus, man, dropping into Earth Mother. I know this about you, and I believe in every one of you. Each and every one of you, I believe in you. You're part of the prophecy. Te tonka wamanie, ate heile, ate heile, shanupa wasichu picha, yani pitele, ate heile. Te tonka wamanie, ate heile, ate heile, shanumpa wasichu picha, yani pitele, ate heile. That song is the prophecy. Now that you hear it, you live the prophecy, each and every one of you, and thank you. Wupila tonka pilama ye. Now I'll sing thank you song. Wupila tonka wantonka. Wupila tonka wantonka. Maka, maka, maka ina hunche maka. Maka, maka, maka ina hunche maka. That says big thanks to all of you and to Mother Earth and to Creator. Oh, thank you.